What's up guys, it's the Wolf here, and today I wanted to go over the Modern Warfare 2 beta and the Reddit post that detailed exactly what's wrong with it. It's a long list. If you guys want to check it out, the Reddit post is linked down in the description. I'm just going to go over some highlights that I think the majority of us care about in general. First being the time to kill is apparently too fast. This is questionable. We're obviously going to have to wait until the game comes out or we get our hands on it when the beta hits everybody in the coming days, but this is, we can't really judge this just yet. The mini-map, however, not showing unsuppressed fire is going to divide a lot of players. Honestly, I think it is just going to make players more passive. The gameplay is going to slow down. I think they should keep silencers as they are, have ghost as a perk, if you want to be completely unnoticeable. I don't see the problem with that. That makes perfect sense to me. Many have an issue with the new perk system as well, in which you are given 4 perks instead of the classic 3, 2 of which that are earned throughout the match, called ultimate perks. The Reddit post stated that a vocal portion of the community has voiced their concerns with this, and that the classic pick 3 would be the best choice to appeal to more of a broader player base with providing a traditional customization experience. I can totally agree with that. But I mean, it's just gonna depend on how it plays out. Obviously, there's a lot of little complex, combinations that are gonna go out through this, and they're gonna have to patch it. Obviously, I don't know why they really tried to do such a new, ambitious thing right off the bat. This should have been implemented maybe in next year, when they have it really fine-tuned. But have it how you may. Player visibility was kind of a problem as well, stating that Infinity Ward should reduce the effects involving recoil, muzzle flash, and smoke. And I don't know. I think if it is really making everything really too challenging, especially from a distance, firefights, that's gonna be a big problem. So honestly, we're just gonna, I hope they said that they're gonna fix some of these things, which I'll get to in a minute, but I think this is kind of a main thing for gameplay purposes. Disbanding lobbies obviously kill the all-together ecosystem between matches. If you never get to speak to your rival, are they really your rival at that point? You can't challenge them to a 1v1 anymore, which is just insane if you really want to think about it. You can't challenge anybody to a 1v1. You don't even know who they are really, or you don't get that interaction anymore. The overall, you can't have the same social experiences that we had with Call of Duty a decade ago. That's insane to think about. It doesn't make any sense to me why they did that. I mean, to make it more fair for others, but just back out, back out, get into another lobby if you're doing trash in that lobby. Why do you have to make the entire system like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Deaths on the scoreboard was also something that they pointed out in the Reddit post, stating that it should probably, it should be on the scoreboard. I don't understand why the scoreboard has just year after year gotten less and less. Like, it used to have your kill to death ratio, it used to have your deaths, kills, score. Now it only has like a couple. It just doesn't make any sense. It like took the competition, out of Call of Duty. Another feature that was long forgotten was map voting. It was a pivotal feature for older Call of Duties, especially the ones that if you had to play a certain shitty map on the old classic Call of Duties, it probably would have tainted your idea of that game. But being that everybody could come together, vote on the maps, they all kind of consciously knew which maps they hated and everybody else hated. It was just like an ecosystem of, that is the shittiest map, nobody plays it. You can't even really play it unless you go in a private, because no one votes on it, and it kind of, it makes the gameplay better in that way, because the developers aren't perfect. They've never been perfect. Some of these maps that they've made in the past were fucking terrible. Even on Black Ops, there's a couple, Black Ops 2, MWII, it's all across the fucking board. So being able to vote, have a system where you could do the map voting again would be so nice. It would minimize redundant gameplay of shitty maps that nobody likes. It would cater to individuals you know, their shared interest between lobbies. You know, that would be amazing. And all Infinity Ward commented on at the end of all of this drama and this craziness, is that they're going to fix the visibility. They're trying to work on the, you know, the workaround with the sliding cancel glitch that, you know, people have figured out how to do. And the ultimate perks are being adjusted, you know, fine-tuned, obviously. It's a whole new system. They should have fucking known how to do this, but whatever. Honestly, I think at this point they're just listening to too many streamers at this point, you know, thinking that that's the bulk premise of the community is what all these, and they're not even that good at Call of Duty. That's a sad thing, you know, but that's not the premise of the community, sadly, in their case. You know, almost every one of these highlights, you know, coming from the Reddit post, it hit perfect. He did an amazing job. I really highly recommend you guys check it out in the description. It's a great list of pretty much what's wrong with Call of Duty at this point, you know. And I don't really think a lot of these are too much to ask for, you know. Especially, I don't even think he listed the ranked multiplayer, which honestly is kind of a shitty system if you think about it. If you do trash, you're just gonna play with trash people. If you are amazing, you're going to be playing against yourself. It is kind of a paradox in that way. Like, you're never going to get better, and you're never going to have fun if you're already good. So I don't know, it's taking the joy out of Call of Duty. Time will tell. I didn't think they were really going to change anything, if I'm being honest. You know, it seems like these days developers, they have the wrong kind of pride somewhere in their projects, just enough to let it fail on a whim, that they might be the next Rainbow Six or the next Fortnite, and it's just not worth it. You have to listen to your fan base at the end of the day, and when you have such a high massive flux of your fucking fan base coming to you and saying, no, we don't want it this way, you know, there's a massive influx of Call of Duty nerds just on the horizon, just chanting like Mel Gibson and Braveheart, and you're not listening, and there's some shit about to go down, you know, just like last year. It just is probably going to be a big dumpster fire. It can't be worse than last year. It just can't. It cannot be worse than last year. There's no way. I'll fucking lose it. I'll lose my last straw on like any faith that comes to Call of Duty. You know, it obviously, some people gave up on Call of Duty years ago, but I've for the most part had decent amount of fun up until the last like four Call of Duty. 4 years of Call of Duty has been kind of like iffy, you know. I did like Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019 though, so I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What is your thoughts on all of this? Does this bug you? Does it not? Does it, you know, is it going to change you from buying the game or not? Comment below. I'm interested. I'm going to still pick it up and try it out. Obviously, it's not hurting my feelings too much, but, you know, let me know. Anyway, that's the show, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Peace.